this is smilejos67. Welcome you back with Dax Isidoreth Hispalensis, and here we are, we have Bastian. He's tied up. Look, here's my terror bird too. Well, tied up's chained. Right, let's go free him.
I don't know which of the 8 divines sent you this way, but I'm glad to see you. The name's Bastian. Be on your guard, friend. I was accosted by a dark elf. She went into the cave hours ago, but she might return at any moment.
Now, I have heard that the dialogue might take this total to a half an hour. If that's the case, depending on how long, I might just split this into 2. You'll see when I finish recording. What dark elf, what cave?
The dark elf Tanare Vels. She's a traveler I met along the road. The cave is Deepscorn Hollow. The entrance is over by the dock. I'm here to retrieve a fellow named Quistley Silvel. His family sent me to find him. I think he's in trouble.
What do you want from me?
Untie me, please. The Silvels will pay well if you help me get Quistley out of whatever trouble he's in. And I could use someone to watch my back. Interested? Oh, and check the shack. I think Tanare dropped something during our struggle.
I'll see if the dark elf left any clues behind. I'll help you rescue Quistley.
Oh, thank you. Look around, would you? I'd like to examine whatever my attacker dropped.
Nari's contract. As promised, I agree in writing that you do not take me at my word after our long association a bit insulting, but I'm feeling indulgent. You are to bring our Quistley Silvel to the Syndicate of Blackwood, preferably alive. Complete this job and your debt to the Syndicate will be cleared. This fool Quistley has difficulty remembering his debts, but the Silvels are a wealthy Daggerfall family. Maybe they can pay off their son's obligations. If not, debts can be paid off in a number of ways. You well know. Count Rehoboth, seen leaving the city some weeks ago, claimed to be going to Gideon. May have joined smugglers or bandits operating out of a cave south of the east of Blackwood. Deepscorn Cavern, or caves. The area is riddled with caves. There's an expensive signet ring, dresses like a useless rich knob, fancies himself a ladies' man, brags a lot. Hopefully smugglers haven't killed him before we can collect his debt.
Did you find something? Here,
yes.
Let me have a look. A letter? I knew I saw something fall out of Tanare's satchel when she ambushed me. Why, this is a contract. Tanare Vels is bringing Quistley in to pay debts in Leowen.
You and Tanare Vels are after the same quarry.
Damn it! I guess that explains why Tanare knocked me out and tied me up. Of course, that idiot! Quistley would gamble away more than he had in his coin purse. He's done it before. Usually begs his parents for help, though.
Nari's got a head start on you.
I ought to just let the Dark Elf have him, but it would be dishonorable. We better see if we can catch up to her. I'd like to leave her tied up and empty-handed when I drag Quistley out of here by his arrogant nose.
Did you tell Tanare you're going to Deepscorn Hollow?
Probably. Yes, I did. We were just idly talking on the road. It never occurred to me that someone else might be looking for that petulant brat. It's not the first time I've been asked to get Quistley out of trouble.
You don't sound very solemn with Quistley.
I should try to hide it better, I suppose. We were raised together, more or less. Except he was the firstborn of a wealthy family, and I was the foundling they took in. Something which Quistley never quite let me forget.
Have you been looking after Quistley all along?
Well, it's the right thing to do. I mean, the Silvels gave me shelter, educated me alongside Quistley, even hired a tutor for me when I showed some magical aptitude. I owe them. And if looking out for Quistley is how I pay them back, so be it.
Did Tanare react when you mentioned your task?
No, not that I noticed. She said to keep an eye out for smugglers along the coast, and departed soon after. She likely just hung back and followed me the rest of the way. Foolish of me. I should have been more alert.
How often do you work for Silvels?
All the time. House Silvel has interests in a dozen cities. I travel all over Tamriel, looking after their business. I'm a mage by training, but I spend my days dealing with contracts and cargoes. And chasing after Quisley.
Don't like the work, why do you do it?
Miss Vels fostered me from the time I was small, seeing to my education and giving me a place in their home. As I grew older, Lord Sylvel employed me in the family business. What I want to do isn't important. I have an obligation.
Let's go find Quisley.
This is different for Quisley. He's not one for any sort of rough living, other than maybe going to gambling dens and taverns in the seedier parts of town.
Already asked that, let's go. There's street lights along here. Ah. This is, I have to say, Blackwood has been done extremely well. Going through that town, Leilwyn. Looks like a little medieval town, but had decent walls.
Maybe there's more to this place than meets the eye.
More people.
First time I've had to look for Quisley in such a rustic location. Not his usual style.
Oh, hadn't anticipated that Bastian might get in a fight. Oh, empty bookshelf. I didn't check my inventory to see how close it is to full. Oops. Tips, kiss, fusion of poison. My name only elicits suspicion. Oh. Ah, hang on. Let me just. Yep. I got plenty of room there. That. Where'd it go? Where are you? Aha.
I wonder what this place was. It doesn't look dwarven. Those roots. It looks like there's another passage beyond.
A hole in the wall. Ooh, Deepscorn cabin. Ah. What are we looking for? Three captives.
Help!
Look!
Help! Help!
They have
Help,
captives!
everybody!
Keep your voice down.
We mean
Those
you no
lunatics
harm.
will hear you.
We're looking for someone.
Let them out.
Psst, over here. Let me out before these cultists kill me.
Let me
I
out
would
too!
not linger
There's a cult
here.
of Sithis in
Flee
these
if you
caves!
value
They
your
sacrifice people! Thank you. We've been here for days.
Gold Sithis, did they feed you?
You should get out of here too, stranger. These people, the Unmakers, they're crazy. I think they're preparing to sacrifice people. Why would anyone want to do such a thing?
Wood elves eat people. We're looking for a better name, Chrisley Seville. Have you seen him?
I've met no one by that name, but that doesn't mean he's in here somewhere. The only non-cultist I've seen in days was a dark elf who sneaked by a short time ago. She motioned for us to wait and left without a word. I should go.
Days. Maybe because she knew we were behind to wait. Rescue. Wait. Who are these people? Why did they take you prisoner?
They're cultists, I think. They follow someone called the Daughter of Sithis, and they talk about sacrifices to the Unmaker. I was on the road to Gideon when they grabbed me. Can I go now?
Chrisley was on the road to Gideon. Take the passage to the south and be careful.
Before we continue, let's talk a moment. Cultists? That explains some of the decoration in here. So much for the smuggler hypothesis. I didn't expect to have to fight through a nest of cultists to extract Chrisley from this mess, but so be it. What's he gotten himself mixed up in now?
Well, it hasn't been difficult so far. Do you know anything about the Sithis cults?
What's there to know? They worship a god of death, darkness, and primordial chaos. Nothing good can come of that. Chrisley's always getting into trouble, but it usually involves love or dice. He could be in real danger this time.
The Wood Elf saw Ternary Vels come through not long ago. He wants Chrisley alive too.
Allowing Chrisley to be dragged off to angry criminals is not much of an improvement. While Chrisley might deserve it, I can't let Ternary Vels get him either. I want to try to grab one of these cultists and get some answers.
I guess why are you responsible, Chrisley?
It's a long story. Suffice it to say, I owe his family a great debt. Chrisley and I were more or less raised together. The Silvels count on me to watch out for him, or help him if he needs it.
So you and Chrisley are like brothers.
That's what the Silvels say when they need me to help him. But he's their son. I'm just someone they raised. Forgive me if I sound ungrateful. They took me in and made sure I was clothed, educated, trained. They didn't have to do that.
Well, probably because they reckon you were more valuable as a man than their own son. How many times have you had to get Chrisley out of trouble?
I've lost count. He does as he pleases. Unfortunately, what pleases him seems to land him in hot water. Every time. This, though... How Chrisley stumbled into a cult's clutches, I can only guess.
Right, we are going in this direction and then south. Can we get him to... Ah.
Looks like the ruin just sunk into the ground here.
Hang on. Space to go back out. Did I go through the wrong tunnel? I did indeed.
This is definitely not a smuggling operation.
Yes, and they've come the way. I've just come through. Oh, Bastian, you'll be alright, won't he? Seals of Endeavour, excellent. The other one was poison. Not any poison. D-O. No. Never mind. Sure he'll catch up at some point. Here he is.
Let's corner one of these cultists. They might know what's happened to Quisley.
How about this one?
I'm not really with them. Don't hurt me!
You there! Stop!
Can I whack him over the head with the flat of my sword? It won't let me chase after him.